Okay, we're just real quick, super quick anatomy. I know you guys already know anatomy. I just wanted to go over this real quick. We have cervical, thoracic, and lumbar. 7 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar, 5 sacral, and then fused coccyx. Okay. The cervical spine is the smallest, has the smallest facets, and highest range of motion laterally of 28 degrees, and flexion and rotation 17 to 19 degrees. Okay. The thoracic spine has the highest amount of rotation, 6 facets per vertebra, and the extra 2 facets are rib, the transverse process facets that touch the ribs, 35 degrees of rotation. Okay, which is comes down to a couple degrees per vertebra because it's the way the spine moves. It moves, each vertebra moves a little tiny bit, and we get our maximum range of motion. And then lumbar spine, we have 5. The lumbar spine facets are set up in a way that flexion is the highest range of motion for the lumbar spine, up to 50 degrees, and then right and left lateral flexion 20 degrees. Extension is more limited than that. And then the sacrum is fused, coccyx fused. So when we're looking here at the facets have cartilage and a fibrous capsule, which holds synovial fluid and allows movement while maintaining spinal structure. Okay. Most vertebra have an inferior and a superior facet. Thoracic has costal or rib facets on the transverse process. The transverse process is the lateral facing process. It's an attachment site for muscles, ligaments, and ribs. Spinous processes are attachments for ligaments and muscles to create movement and small amounts of rotation. And there's the whole series of back extensors. Lots of little muscles there to create very fine motions and create stability. Um, when we're looking at the discs, we have these intervertebral discs in between the vertebra, and they have an annulus fibrosus, which, as the name implies, is fibrous. It's made of collagen and protein fibers in multiple layers, and the layers run in different directions to create strength. It improves shear resistance, so like the ripping and tearing forces, and compression force resistance from just daily movement, where the weight of the body is pushing and compressing the spinal discs. And inside of these the annulus fibrosus is the nucleus propulsus, and that is a gel-like interior which is comprised of water, collagen, proteoglycans, and cartilage cells. And proteoglycans are just molecules that are made up of proteins and carbohydrates, and they are really good at trapping water. So that keeps this, the nucleus propulsus has this ability to maintain water. Okay. When we're looking at spinal nerves are comprised of sensory and motor uh, sections. So the dorsal side of the spine is your sensory, and the ventral root is your motor, where your motor ganglia are, and they are the cell bodies or relay stations where these nerves and nerve signals pass through.